You probably know this if you play Valorant, but people have been trying to beat the game as quickly as possible. But you see, Valorant has a lot more than just a simple competitive game mode. For example, in the training range there's a parkour section. The players do so they go for the quickest time they can. This is called speedrunning, as we'll be doing for the next 3 days in this video. Trust me when I say this, you're not going to want to miss this. Today is day 1. I was really excited to get this started. I have speedrun before, but that was back when I played Minecraft. In Valorant, there were 3 categories to start with: spike defusal, spike planting, and parkour. I decided to go with spike defusal. For spike defusal, there were 3 difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. Now, obviously, I wouldn't be dumb enough to choose hard to speedrun, right? I decided to go with hard. Did I regret it? Yeah, I did. You see, there are some things I didn't consider before deciding, like luck for example, which is a factor in regular speedrunning. The boss also has different types of ways to spawn them. The ideal spots I want are here, here, and here. This meant if they weren't there, then it was an automatic restart. And let me tell you, it was not fun. That's so disappointing. But there were some cool things I noticed while speedrunning. Like for example, this gun right here, the Ghost, was what most runners were using during their runs. Why? Because it gave out the fastest speed, giving the ability to one-shot the bots, meaning they could keep going while having minimum impact under speed. I also couldn't cheat by using abilities like a nade or TP. So with that information more in mind, I attempted to do this 1, 2, 3 times for the world record. Most people who don't speedrun would have quit by now, but you had to keep practicing if you wanted to get a world record. But if I had the power to bend, I would bend my keyboard in half if I died 1 more time. I guess you could say it was getting too hard because I couldn't take it anymore. You know, let's not try. I tried going to medium difficulty. However, it wasn't enough. The world record didn't even use a weapon. They just ran their way to the bomb. Like how? It didn't help the fact that it took even more luck than the hard mode. So it only took me 10 minutes to lose my sanity and go to easy difficulty. While speedrunning on easy was so much more forgiving as the problem wasn't RNG anymore, as it was much more tolerable, it was dying. Because the boss took so long to kill me, I had a hard time restarting the run. I did, however, figure out a solution to my problem. I seen all the runs in all the categories, mainly using Rays. The reason for this was because it would be easier to restart this way thanks to the ability to damage itself. And thanks to her, it only took me 30 more attempts till I got this. Now after calculating how fast this was, I am getting 2nd place, which puts me right here, just mere milliseconds away from getting the world record. But I had a fun time, and maybe I'll get the world record in the next category, spike. Learning the lesson from last time, I made a thorough search before choosing difficulty this time. I figured out that medium difficulty for spike playing had a slower time than hard, which would mean one of 2 things. 1, medium difficulty is actually harder and I would likely lose my mind, or 2, it didn't matter difficulty because they were basically the same. Luckily, it was the 2nd option. I actually had a lot more fun with this one too. No! The interesting things about this category that I didn't discover was that runners weren't using Rays because the boss would actually kill you pretty quickly if they weren't at these 2 spots. Not only that, but runners were using this gun, the Odin, thanks to how fast it shoots. Even if it slows you down when holding it, you wouldn't really need it until the end to kill the bots. Oh, what is my Odin? There was a faster one called the Stinger, but you either run out of ammo or be aiming at the sky. Oh, and by the way, these bots spawn in a random order, so this added to the luck factor. I tried running this for a couple of attempts, and it's safe to say, I was getting tired. So I decided to take a nice, long... The next thing I knew was day 2. Before I went to attempt my own runs again, I wanted to see what the bottom leaderboard looked like. I went back to running after a couple more attempts, and I decided to go with this run right here. Mike. And after doing some calculation later, I had gotten top 7. Now I only have 1 more category to go. The next and final category, parkour. Now assuming what parkour is, it looks like this where you basically jump from platform to platform. Now I want you to look at Valorant parkour. These guys got me doing 1 pixel jumps. I think my process of getting these jumps. Fortunately for me, I had to do all of this thanks to the 80% category, which means I can complete the parkour without hitting all the checkpoints. Now, Valorant's movement is by no means quick. I mean, just looking at the world record here, it seems pretty slow to anyone who plays games. And with the addition of these 1 pixel jumps, it seems near impossible. That's exactly why I spent the rest of day 2 just training and practicing. And practicing. And practicing. I can't commend sprinters enough because I just cannot commit this much time to dying over and over again. I was thinking it so much to the point where day 3 just came out of nowhere. Meaning today was the last day I had to get a good run. I knew I wanted top 5 at least, as there were some devs in the runs except the world record. I had confidence I would get it, so I continued to train until my eyes turned red. With time running out, my sanity running low, this is when it counts. I was so tired that I couldn't even be happy to finally get this run done. This was the best I could muster up in time. Now with all my runs submitted and with day 3 completed, I finally show you how fast I can beat Valorant. Now if you excuse me, I need some sleep. Oh, and subscribe.